How's it been going, guys? Welcome to a brand new video here. I am ACA Guenter. Welcome to another reaction video. Welcome to the third reaction video of this week. Hope you guys have a great Saturday night. Hope you guys enjoyed the nice weather. That's if it's nice. It's warm where it is at the moment. It's really warm. So today we're going to be doing Ware Chronicles. So I did a poll on this channel about, well, must have been about 3 weeks ago, three and a half weeks ago, and I asked you guys, what game do you want me to do, or what series of videos do you want me to do for Scotland Wars to re-watch cards, just to redo them? And yeah, Ware Chronicles won because of a spin of the wheel, because it was either between this and one of the other options, which was Mario Kart games. And I spun the wheel to determine which one people do you want, which one wins, and Ware Chronicles won. So every Saturday for the next 5 weeks is going to be Ware Chronicles 1 to 5. Okay, some people are going to say, but you're rewatching videos, so what's the difference? I said, guys, I've watched so many Scotland Wars, I can't remember which one's on which, but I wasn't happy with my older content, so I've gone back and redone a few. And then I'm hoping in September to branch out a little bit and maybe do some other channels in September, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So anyway, guys, we're going to get on with this video here. It's Ware Chronicles 1. So talking about all the games that used to be on the WiiWare. So should we get on with it, guys? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Smash it, let's go.
Hey all, Scott here, and this is bad. Real bad.
Hey, what's the matter? Are you afraid you're gonna get murdered?
With his accent, that doesn't sound like intimidating. You're gonna get murdered. That doesn't sound intimidating in his voice, though.
No, it can't be here. It's not safe.
Things are different now. You see, it's really hard to do the whole living in peace thing these days. That's why I formed a team of ragtag good doers in this world of anarchy. I even came up with the team name, too. We're f***ed. It all started on March 26, 2018, when the Wii Shop channel disabled the addition of Wii points. The entire shop's about to close down, and recently, the public's went insane because of it. And being one of the few people with a Wii filled to the brim with WiiWare titles, I'm a bit of a hot ticket item these days, aka people want me dead. Things weren't like this a year ago.
Man, it sure is great buying stuff on the Wii Shop channel. Hopefully the closure of the service doesn't lead to a post-apocalyptic hellscape.
Consumerism never sounded this good. The Wii Shop channel was one of the greatest features of the Nintendo Wii in its prime. It was simultaneously behind and ahead of the competition. It didn't have...
Yeah, he's right. It was revolutionary because it's all download games, but like, the problem was, Nintendo's was what? 3 years behind Microsoft? 4 years behind everybody else? And that was the problem at the time. But it was revolutionary.
Have an account system, meaning everything you bought was locked to your console. But the competition simply didn't have the quantity and quality when it came to retro titles. Plus, they didn't have this. No matter how many times I booted up this channel, its music abruptly starting as loud as it does was definitely petrifying-inducing, but the tune was so slick, it automatically makes anybody want to spend.
I never bought any games on a Wii U Shop channel. Never bought any.
Speaking of currency, the Wii Shop channel used Wii points, also known as Virgin doubloons. 100 Wii points equaled $1 US. For some reason, game consoles this generation really had a thing for real fake currency. At least Nintendo's conversion rate made sense. The Xbox 360 used to use Microsoft points, and 800 points equaled $10, and let me tell you, I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I remember that. I remember when Microsoft used Microsoft points. God, I'm just trying to think what was the first game I ever bought on with Microsoft points. I think it was 400 points, and it was Sonic 1 and then Sonic 2 when I had the Xbox 360. I'm actually contemplating buying a 360 back, get an Xbox 360 again, start collecting 360 games again. But the only problem is Xbox 360s are going up in price again. They're starting to get a bit more expensive.
Downloading something was always a hoot. Other systems just gave you a lame progress bar. The Wii says, who likes Mario or Luigi running across the screen? And hey, sometimes you can spit fireballs by pressing A. Such a Nintendo thing to do, to make a download screen fun. 3 categories of downloadables here. Virtual Console, the shop's pride and joy. One of the best collections of retro games out there. Not only did you get NES, SNES, and N64 games, but Sega Master System and Genesis, TurboGrafx.
I agree. It was a really, for retro titles, it's really good. Like, I'm trying to remember. I don't think TurboGrafx 16 and Neo Geo was in Britain though. I don't think we got them in the UK. I might be wrong. If you live in the UK, and if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below, guys.
16, Neo Geo, Commodore 64 arcade games. If you wanted a crash course in gaming history, the Wii Virtual Console wasn't a bad place to start. Most of the games were in their original form, while some featured additions and tweaks. Pokemon Snap allowed you to save pictures to your system, Sonic and Knuckles allowed you to lock on to other Sonic games, and for some reason the Genesis version of Super Street Fighter 2 had online play added. No other version of Street Fighter 2 on the Wii Shop had this, and of all versions to add it to, well, this was a surprise to put it lightly. And
I reckon they did that just to test it. I think it was just a test to see if it would work or not. I think it was just a test.
it doesn't work these days, night's ruined. Wii channels were also offered, being applications ranging from voting channels, Mii contests, Netflix, the works. But we'll be focusing on WiiWare, the term used to describe original downloadable titles made for the Wii. And let me tell you, some of these bad boys are definitely interesting. The beginning of the end of the Wii's Online commenced on June 28, 2013 with the discontinuation of Wii Connect 24, the service enabling you to send messages to friends and whatnot. The Nintendo Wi-Fi connection for the Wii and DS ended on May 20th, 2014, meaning online multiplayer was shut down for games that used the service, but throughout it all, the Wii Shop channel stayed afloat until March 26th, 2018, when you can no longer add Wii points to your account. You can still buy stuff and
Yeah, look at that though. It literally, I could not pause it anywhere. You can literally purchase any content until January 3rd, 2019. That's 13-year lifespan. They only turned the Xbox 360 store off last year? This time last year? It's nuts.
Until January 30th, 2019, as long as you still have points, and you can still re-download titles. But after that, the service will be donezo. With that, I think it's a good time to start a journey. I have dozens upon dozens of WiiWare games downloaded, ready to go. So let's take a look at a hodgepodge of WiiWare games, starting with Dr. Mario Online RX, the long-awaited return of the classic puzzle series. Dr. Mario is pretty simple. Line up similarly colored pills with the viruses on the board. Eliminating a virus can make stacked pills fall, and if you eliminate viruses with those pills, you can rack up the points.
Right, Dr. Mario, iconic series. For me, I don't think it's as iconic as Tetris, and I don't think it's as good as Columns. Come at me. And I think Puyo is probably more important as well, I would say, when it comes to puzzle titles. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments, guys. What do you reckon the greatest puzzle series is of all time?
It's such a simple, fun puzzle game, definitely something to zone out to completely and play for either a few minutes or a few hours. It can get wackily addicting and wackily difficult as well, so this is what hell looks like. That's just the standard Dr. Mario gameplay. We also have another mode titled Virus Buster. It's a much slower paced version of Dr. Mario where you use your Wii remote pointer to drag the pills down. It's fine, but not as fun as pure Dr. Mario. The main selling point of this version at the time was the online play, which worked well back in the day. Now we have a few new versions of Dr. Mario like Dr. Luigi on Wii U and Dr. Mario Miracle Cure on the 3DS. These two are literally the same thing as Online RX and then some, so there's really no reason to go back to this one. Regardless, it's still Dr. Mario and still a solid time.
How long do you reckon it'll take before Dr. Mario comes out on Wii on Switch 2? I wonder.
Oh hell yeah! Apparently, WiiWare launched on March 25th, 2008, but that's just a misconception. Really, it launched with the release of fireplacing. I always felt that the Wii was lacking burning logs, and fireplacing did wonders to the burning logs market. Well, that's about it for what I have to say, so on to the next. Son of a bitch, I bought another one. Cozy Fire. The fireplace genre grows and grows. This one has a dollop of interactivity, like, wow. It's like I'm really regurgitating logs into a fireplace. We even have some extra places to watch a placed fire. This is getting too nuts for me, I better scram.
Oh, the Ultra Hand, which was one of Nintendo's first ever toys.
Grill Off with Ultra Hand. It was only a matter of time until a game with this title came out. Grill Off was only available via Club Nintendo, Nintendo's old loyalty rewards program. It was one of the cheapest rewards.
I remember back in the day, I remember Nintendo Stars. I mean, do you guys remember Nintendo Stars at all? I remember when you used to get, like, you buy a brand new game for like I remember it for the GameCube. You buy a new game and you get like 200 stars or something like that.
You could get, so if you never picked it up, congratulations, you don't understand the concept of good deal for a subpar game. It's based around the Ultra Hand, an old toy Nintendo used to make that was basically just a grabber device for kids, invented by the late great Gunpei Yokoi. Grill Off with Ultra Hand is a high score based game where you grill off with Ultra Hand. Pulling the Wii Remote and nunchuck towards you and back out extends Ultra Hand. You must grab meat when it's cooked to perfection and bring it back to a plate without dropping it or letting it burn. And that's it. It was a cute little reward for Club Nintendo members, but as a game on its own, the controls are kind of awkward and there's really not much there. While we're on the subject of Club Nintendo rewards, Doc Lewis's Punch-Out! Definitely one of the coolest exclusive games you could get through the rewards program. Again, there's not much to it, it's beatable in less than 20 minutes, but this was a free reward for Platinum members, those who bought enough Nintendo products in 2009. It's a prequel to Punch-Out! On Wii, where Little Mac trains with his coach Doc Lewis. Like I said, there's not a ton here. Basically, it's just fighting Doc, and it's not even that difficult. Doc tells you exactly what you need to do to beat him. As a game, it's nothing special. As a Punch-Out! Fan, it's a really awesome little time. I love Doc, so it's great to be able to fight him, and even when you knock him out, you can feel the connection he and Little Mac have. Also, nice. Yes, a WiiWare staple. Sexy Poker is a competent replacement for any form.
And how many type of those games are on Switch now? On Switch 2? There's an absolute ton, especially on Steam as well. For all you simps out there.
Of intercourse, a game for the rest of us. Checking out the gallery, we can see some slick pics of the girls we're about to play poker against. The game also lets out a
hello.
If you don't do anything for a certain amount of time, making sure you're not just staring at the screen absolutely dumbfounded that we are potentially going to see a sexy poker. Here we're introduced to Sakura, everybody's favorite nurse. I wonder why. If we impress her, she might give us her special treatment. Thank God, this scoliosis is a bitch. You can see here she's in prime poker playing position. I start pummeling through a poker game with her and bada bing bada boom, we get the goods.
Looks like I have to remove some clothes.
Oh. Yeah! If we win the whole game, a jip is triggered. What is this? How is this M-rated? This is E10 plus at the worst. I'd say this is a great poker game. If you don't like the sexy, thankfully the girls are in the dead center of the screen.
The thing is, if it was supposed to be like for more adults, she'd be wearing more risque clothing. And anyway, why would you wear a bikini like that if you're a nurse? I'm just saying.
Easy blockage can ensue. 5 arcade gems, and my 2 favorite things, Arcs and AIDS. There's only one true thing about that title, and it's 5.
Yeah, I know he's mentioning AIDS. Yeah, apparently, I read somewhere, apparently they might have found a cure for HIV. They might have found one. It's something with gene splicing or something like that. I thought it was quite fascinating. It appeared on my Facebook randomly a couple of weeks ago.
They called them arcade gems just to get away with the lame length, like there's nothing to these games. They're just high score based minigames. The only game that would even be close to being considered an arcade game would be the shooter, but even then, this one is just boring and lame. We have some grade A voice work employed in these games though.
Billy!
My ears
Lily just shouted, Billy!
have been dying to hear that. Every minigame compilation needs to have a bit of lumberjack in there, and thankfully we have this gnome thing acting like he's talk of the town and telling everybody to throw axes in his direction. Pizza delivery squandered by natives, I've been there. Night shit. This RC car minigame froze after 1 round, that's all I can say about that one. This is gross, and you'd think it would only be about $5, which is still overpriced. No, it was 7. Huh. WarioWare DIY Showcase. I love me some WarioWare, and DIY Showcase, while it's more so a complimentary title, can still be fully enjoyed as a WarioWare game. WarioWare DIY was released for the Nintendo DS, and its main hook was the fact that you can make your own microgames. If you don't know, WarioWare is a series based around 5-second microgames where you have to figure out how to succeed before the time runs out, and then you move on to the next game. It's fast-paced, crazy fun, and I adore it for that. So the idea of making your own microgame was awesome to me back in the day. I can't really play it now because honestly it takes a while to relearn the game creation tools. It's nowhere near as simple as Super Mario Maker, but was simple enough for a 12-year-old Scott to figure it out. You could also make your own music and comics, but I really only cared about the games. Showcase is a way for Wii owners to play their DIY creations on the big screen. Thankfully I transferred all my games from back in the day, and wow, what a resume builder. After connecting online, you could play microgames from people all over the land, but Nintendo Wi-Fi connection is dead. Yikes. Nintendo included some of their own microgame creations here, so you can still play this as a standard WarioWare game. These microgames are much simpler than other titles in the series, and rightfully so, since they were all made with DIY's game creator. They were also made to be played with the DS touchscreen, so the only thing you're going to be doing here is pointing at the screen and clicking A. It's an incredibly simple, yet fun time, but it was much cooler back when it was relevant and when the Wi-Fi connection was alive and well. My Aquarium 2, a virtual aquarium in a single Nintendo Wii. 2010 was crazy. In terms of my own aquarium, I'm a single rock kind of guy personally. I do have to say, the default carnival music that plays here really makes me feel like I'm actually staring at a real life fish. It's
No, it doesn't. It makes me want to go to fucking sleep. Sounds like a lullaby to me.
insane. Shaking the Wii remote simulates tapping the glass, and rather than discouraging the player from doing that, the fish give a solid shake back. Thankfully, all is saved as we can share our aquarium to friends. Damn it! Excitebike World Rally, a triumphant revival of the Excitebike series developed by Monster Games, who made Excite Truck and Excitebots. This is the first entry in the Excite series they developed that went back to the roots of the franchise and proves that Excitebike can work really well in the modern era. If you played Excitebike on the NES, Road Rally is basically the same, but obviously with an upgrade to the graphics and sound department, more to do, and online play originally. You have to perform jumps, avoid other riders, make sure you don't overheat, and make it to the finish line, all while making great time. It's a fun game, and while the production values on the game are far from high, it's passable. This is Excitebike, and it's a WiiWare game. You can edit tracks just like the first game, and holy cannoli, you can actually save them! I quite enjoy World Rally, and wouldn't mind seeing another Excitebike game like this. The moment everybody's been waiting for, my coverage of Let's Create Pottery, the only pottery-based game with an email inbox and an auction mechanic and a heartfelt message from the developers. For what it is, a pottery creation simulator, it does the job. You have loads of options to unlock, and you can make a wide array of pottery. Here I made an ashtray, and here I made a Chinese finger trap. Enjoy your massage. Yep, you read that right. It's not a title.
Who's the developer of that?
It's a command. As we can see here, I'm the protagonist, Nipple, and this game has already given me the heebs-jeebs. The selections won't stop growing, and Christ Jesus, the people won't stop growing either. As you could have easily predicted, Enjoy Your Massage is a hybrid between Simon and Tic-Tac-Toe. Repeat the beat on these markings, just begging for a WebMD search. Repeat it successfully enough times and bam, the client happily goes about their day via a static image that makes you triumphantly think, yup, I did that. Man, these clients. Nice back usage, guys. We have such a varied list of clients. For example,
Yeah, to me, it looks like the art direction on that. It looks like somebody that who's trying to draw anime but's not very good at it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ines has a backache and Alice's back hurts. After defeating any and all clients, you're tasked with the final boss, your boss, Gazelle. Your reward? You take over the business after only 45 minutes of playing.
Well, that was a nice mishmash of WiiWare titles, but don't worry, we have loads more to cover soon, and doing so will allow the Wii Shop channel to end gracefully, everybody will cherish their memories, and people will move on.
Man, what I would give to be March 2018 Scott again. But hey, who knows, maybe things have cleared up in the past 12 minutes.
Hindenburg. 109. So when when the Wii came out, we had to wait in the UK because Nintendo forgot to allocate us stock, and that's 100% true. So, yeah, I never bought. I had a Wii U. I had a Wii for a bit, and the only games I finished on Wii, if I remember top of my head, was Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. Oh yeah, and Smash Bros. Brawl. That's all I've really played on there. Oh yeah, Sonic Colors, and all the Sonic games. Never played. I barely touched Black Knight. Sonic Black Knight. I barely touched the other one, Secret Rings. But there you go. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to be doing all the WiiWare titles. So this time next week, it's number 2. So this one here, the one on the left. WiiWare Chronicles 2 is next week. So until then, guys, have a good one. Look after yourself. Do check out tomorrow's video. It's episode 3 of Venetica. And then Monday, we are returning to Atomfall. So until then, guys, have a good one. And I'll see you on my next reaction video, which will be Tuesday. And it will be, I believe it's the Grinch. I think I'm doing the Grinch next. And then doing the following week is Bruce Almighty. I'm doing it in release order. I think it's the Grinch and Bruce Almighty. So anyway, guys, that'll be it for this video. Have a good one. Look after yourself. See you in a bit. Peace. Love you all. Bye bye.